Welcome to Cam Look, your twice-weekly bit of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member or volunteer will present an object from the museum's permanent collection and pose questions for discussion. Please check back at 10 a.m. on those days for new work and a new conversation. Hi, I'm Susan, a docent at the museum, and I was wondering, did you put your Christmas decorations away yesterday? Yesterday was Epiphany and marks the end of the Christmas season for many. Epiphany is a Christian holiday commemorating the manifestation, or more simply put, the introduction of the Christ child to the world. Western Christians focus on the visit of three kings, or wise men, and the gifts they bore when visiting the infant Jesus and his parents as described in the Bible. Eastern Christians commemorate the baptism of Jesus as his introduction to the world, which accounts for the tradition of a winter swim in some countries. Other traditions are pageants and my favorite, king cake, a sweet bread with a bead or figure of the baby Jesus baked in to symbolize the three kings' search for the infant. We have a number of works depicting the three kings or magi. The work I've chosen to share is a lithograph by the artist Emil Nolde. You wouldn't know it from looking at this, but Nolde, a German-Danish painter, printmaker, and watercolorist, was known for his exuberant use of color to express emotion. He trained as a woodcarver and illustrator and taught at the School of the Museum of Industrial and Applied Arts in Switzerland before leaving to pursue his dream of being an independent artist, and was very successful. This was a commercial work of his based on an original lithograph. Nolde was influenced by symbolism and impressionism in this work, but he made his mark as an expressionist. He did not attempt to depict realistic images, but the emotions that objects and events aroused in people. His subjects of interest were many and include dance, itself a method of self-expression, Berlin nightlife, he was a German citizen, flowers, seascapes, and Christian images. The religious images entered his oeuvre after a near-death experience with food poisoning. They are considered among his most powerful. Our work is a lithograph selected by the Cologne Sonderbund, an association of artists and art lovers interested in contemporary art, as their members' annual gift. Nolde was working on mastering printing in color at this time. Although used sparingly, my eyes are drawn to the color and make me look more closely at the composition. Other less admiring eyes were drawn to Nolde's work during the Nazi regime. Despite being a member and supporter of the Nazi Party and its beliefs, his work was declared degenerate. Over 1,000 of his works were removed from German museums, more than any other artist. Forbidden to paint and deprived of supplies such as canvas, Nolde secretly painted in watercolor and hid his works. His choice to distance himself from organized art groups, along with his personal and political views, have left Nolde a somewhat isolated figure in modern art. Perhaps you can compare him to Pete Rose, a great ball player, but hobbled by some of his choices. You won't find the work on display at this time. It's in storage, packed away just like our Christmas decorations. Perhaps someday it will be manifest or reintroduced into the galleries also.